First Man. This movie stars Ryan Gosling as Neil Armstrong. It is a movie that basically follows the story of the first man on the moon. Now, this is kind of not really a space movie. I'll get into that why it is, but it's basically, yeah, it just follows the life up to the point of him. This follows the story. It's not just, well, all right, we're going to go to the moon, we're going to follow the aftermath of him being on the moon. It's actually going to go, how do we get there? How do we get to the stages of Neil Armstrong getting to the moon? And that was kind of the intention of this film. Now, this movie is obviously very well fucking done, because it is Damien Chazelle. He is the director of Whiplash and La La Land. Probably two of my all-time favourite films. You could definitely chuck them in like a top 25, top 30 even. But this movie was just so well done. The direction is phenomenal. I think the acting is very, very, very well done. I think even though he is kind of a bit standoffish, I think that's the way he portrayed it was really well. Ryan Gosling, that is. The other performances are pretty good as well, but this movie is shot very well. Whether it is a bit of shaky cam in there or it is a full grand scheme of things, and especially in that last scene, phenomenal scene. That was something that the movie was all the way building to. Check out that scene, get the best quality you can to see that fucking thing, because it is phenomenally done. And the score's good, the storytelling's good, and it's just a technically really, really well done film. Now, obviously, I'm gonna have some negatives because this is kind of an Oscar bait-esque film, which I won't get into, that it is straight up, but it does start off a little bit slow. You're getting into something, and when the movie has something to do, and the movie is called First Man, you're there to see the first man on the moon, and it's building up for that for 2 hours and 20 minutes of this film, and you're literally just waiting for that scene. It can get a bit slow, it can get a bit dull, because you are really, really, building up to this thing. You know what's going to happen. This is not surprising. You're not going, oh my god, I can't believe you got to the moon, I didn't see that coming. You know what's happening. It's a life, it's a biopic, so it does, have some pacing issues because it is so long, but I think it's so well done. I think Damien Chazelle does his best job at making it intense when it needs to be intense, and giving it everything he can to this movie. But I think regardless of who was behind it or how good the film was, I was always going to have that problem where I'm building up to something that I know is happening. But I'm not going to go into huge detail, because I don't think I really can without giving too much away. Deep into every single scene. But I think this movie was done really fucking well. Full stop. It's really cool. It does have its pacing issues, does have its things, but it was just done so well leading up to an end scene that was well worth it, because that end scene is really fucking awesome, really, really cool. Whether it's something that happens there at the end is true, I'd really like to know, because that's awesome if it was, but he does his best job here. I think the direction and the technical aspects are really fucking well done. But the thing is, you're leading up to something, and I know what that is, so it's going to be hard to enjoy. But it's not just a space movie. They do something more than that. It's to build up to a space movie. If the last 20 minutes is a space movie, cool. But the first 20 minutes, 2 hours of the last 20 minutes, fucking that bit, you got this bit. It's kind of a biopic about NASA, if that makes any sense. But I think the performances are great as well, and I can't really talk about too much about this film. So I'm going to give First Man a B. Sorry if these reviews are a bit shorter lately, because, when you're behind in your channel, you can't remember exactly everything you want to talk about from movies 2 or 3 weeks ago, so I apologise for that, but I got some new release ones coming very soon, so stay subscribed for that. Subscribe if you haven't seen me, like, comment, whatever you want to talk about down below, let me know, whatever, I don't care. I will see you guys in the next video, but of course, have a good one.